I actually didn't tell my parents I made music until like 3 years in. When you really like care about something, you want to keep it close to you and like protect it from judgments or opinions from the outside world. I didn't really care what the kids in my school thought if they didn't like it, but if my mom or dad was like, that's dumb, that probably would have been discouraging.
Wherever you guys are watching this show, I would truly appreciate it if you follow or subscribe. It helps a lot with the algorithm. It helps us get bigger and better guests, and it helps us grow the team. Truly means a lot. Thank you guys for supporting, and here's the episode. All right, guys, 24kGoldn in the building. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Absolutely. You got a new album coming out?
Yeah, I got an EP coming out. I don't know when this is coming out, but around this time that we're speaking right now, yeah.
Yeah, you're about to start touring and stuff too, right?
I am about to start touring,
Okay.
yeah.
You've been on tour before?
Yeah, this is probably going to be like my 5th or 6th tour.
You a vet at this point.
I feel like it, man. I feel like I've been to war.
Yeah, and you're only 23, right?
Yeah, 23.
Already 5 tours? Damn.
Yeah.
Because those last like half the year, right?
Nah. It's usually like 2 months, you know, yeah.
And that's where you run up the bag, right? That's where artists make the bread out.
Yeah,
touring.
we do well on tour. We do well on tour.
All that money at a young age, what was that process like?
It's interesting because it comes in waves. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sign your first record deal, your first publishing deal or whatever. For most people, especially if you're as young as you were when I signed, I think I was 18, that's more money at one time than you've ever had in your entire life.
Right.
But it's not like, you know, you're working a salary job and you're getting a check every month. It's just, boom, here's all this money. Good luck.
Yeah.
Basically. So it's been a process to learn how to budget and how to like manage that.
I feel that.
And stretch it.
Signing at 18, that's got to be a record for age.
Nah. There's probably like 9. Justin Bieber was like 13, you know?
What?
Yeah.
Damn. People are signing at 13?
Yeah.
So you were in high school when you signed?
No, I was in my first year of college.
Oh, college. UCLA, right?
Nah, USC.
USC. So freshman year. So from there you just dipped?
Basically, yeah. I was like,
I'm out.
Thank you for the experience, the college experience, because that was rare, and I'm glad I got to experience that. But I had other places to be, other things to do.
And then at 19, I just saw you announce you were going to therapy on your Instagram. So in that year,
yeah, I think I was probably like 19 or 20 when I started going to therapy.
damn. So a lot happened in that, or was that from previous trauma?
Nah, I didn't really have like a super traumatic childhood.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely had my fair share of like struggles and things to overcome, but nothing that I was like, I need to go to therapy because my mom didn't love me enough.
Yeah.
Not that, you know, isn't serious, but my just came with more so like growing up and after achieving some level of success.
I think it's the success, but also the quickness of it.
Yeah.
Just all hit you. Your
Yeah.
lifestyle just overnight, right?
Yeah, that's a pretty good assessment.
Yeah.
But
it's
be
cool.
a therapist.
I know, right? Yeah. It's cool to see you be open about that because people in your space don't talk about that.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, like I used to not want to tell anybody that I went to therapy. Like someone would be like, "Oh, what you doing today?" And I'd be like, "I got an appointment," and just leave it like that. But I think it is really powerful, you know, to be open and transparent about that, and just kind of like destigmatize it.
Yeah,
because it's fire.
I mean, for sure. And with your following, you could probably help out tons of people, to be honest, going through some everyone's going through their demons.
Yeah, hopefully.
I saw on your Wikipedia, you were in choir in middle school and high school?
I was in choir in middle school and like 1 year in high school, yeah.
Dude, that's dope. I actually quit because I got bullied.
For being in choir?
Yeah, as a guy. You know what I mean? It's all girls.
Yeah, but that's the best part of it. What?
I was the only guy in my class.
Yeah, see? Man. I wish you would have stuck it out.
Yes, I gave in to the bullies in that situation.
Yeah. Do you feel like going back, are you like, would you have done something differently? Would you have moved differently?
Yeah, I liked it. I genuinely liked, you know, being in choir. So looking back, it's kind of dumb trying to fit in. Yeah,
because the greatest people that have lived on this planet Earth are never the ones that fit in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get made fun of if you're not fitting in. So it's kind of the game you got to play.
Yeah, like not fitting in.
Yeah.
For the birds.
For sure. So did you not fit in school growing up?
I would say I was very different than a lot of my peers, but I owned it in a way that didn't like lead to extreme ostracization, if that makes sense, you know?
Right.
So I was into sneakers.
Are you looking to start a new website? Look no further than Hostinger. Hostinger is a top global web hosting and website creation brand where you can generate a full website in seconds using their AI website builder. Before, it would take hours, sometimes days to start a website, so this is a game changer. All you got to do is answer 3 questions and it generates an entire website with copy and images, and you can customize it further with a drag and drop editor. No need to pay thousands on web developers anymore. Their builder is also user-friendly, requiring no coding or technical skills, and they offer AI SEO-friendly copy and an AI logo maker to create high-quality logos. They also got a sick AI heat map which predicts visitor behavior. It's super affordable, guys, less than $3 a month, and that also includes a free domain name, which saves you additional money. If you're interested, check out hostinger.com/DSH, hostinger.com/DSH, and use code DSH, get a discount on your order. Back to the show.
Sneakers before it was cool, and kids are like, why are you spending all this money on shoes? And I'm like, because if I spend 500 pairs on this shoe, then I can flip it 2 months from now for 1,000. People didn't get that. You know, I was very unashamed about making music and promoting it.
Yeah.
Like I would go around, I would print out flyers on the JROTC printers in my high school because I was a free printer.
Yeah.
And like I would pass them out to random kids at school, and people would be like, who does this guy think he is, you know? But that helped me build up a thick skin. And it made people remember me.
That's dope. Did you have any support at all in the early days from friends or family?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually didn't tell my parents I made music until like 3 years in.
Damn.
Because it was one of those things where, I don't know if you could relate to this, but when you really like care about something, you want to keep it close to you and like protect it from judgments or opinions from the outside world. And like, I didn't really care what the kids in my school thought if they didn't like it. But if my mom or dad was like, that's dumb, that probably would have been discouraging.
Right.
Luckily, they were very supportive. And I definitely had like friends and like peers that did with my early but yeah, it wasn't all bad and it wasn't all good.
Yeah, I feel that. Was it always the same style of music back then, or did it evolve over time?
It's evolved crazy. Like sometimes I'll go back and I'll just listen to my early stuff to see how far I've come.
Nice.
And I ain't gonna lie, I had some bangers back then, you know, Gucci Goyard Gasha, Ballin' Like Sharif. Everything was a lot more like rap and hip hop influenced.
Yeah.
And I still love rap music and hip hop music and still rap, but my taste and my palette has opened up a lot more, and you hear that a lot more in the new music.
Yeah, I've seen you say on other interviews, you don't want to tie yourself to one genre. You want to be open.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool, because most people are just stuck in that one thing.
Yeah, and I get why, because it's like, yo, you go to McDonald's, you expect a burger, you know? So if McDonald's stops selling burgers, people are going to be confused. It's going to be bad for business, but I don't want to be McDonald's. I want to be a Michelin star restaurant that changes its menu every season.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you always had that business mindset? You mentioned flipping sneakers in high school.
Yeah. I didn't grow up with a lot of money, so if there was anything that I wanted, my parents were like, all right, if you can pay for it, you can have it, you know? So to live the life that I wanted to live, I needed to develop that skill.
I feel that.
Yeah.
So when you started getting money, did you start investing it right away?
Yeah, I did. I've been investing in the stock market since 5th grade.
Damn.
But
those are worth a lot now.
yeah, but I sold too that I'm like, why did I do that? You know, but it was part of the lesson.
Yeah.
You know, it was part of the lesson. So I've always been investing. I just bought a piece of fine art today.
Oh yeah? Which artist?
At Freeze. His name is hard to pronounce, so let me look it up. But
I collect a bit of art too.
You collect a bit of art. So this is this new dude. He's around.
Oh, go ahead.
What do you got?
Artlana, you know him? He paints the Lambos. You've never seen him?
No, I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
he paints celebrities' Lambos.
Whoa.
Mr. E, Alec Monopoly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy is Collins Obijiaku, and he's from Nigeria, young guy about our age.
Okay.
And he does. I'll show
From
you a
Nigeria,
picture.
that's dope.
Yeah, he did this joint. It's like huge.
Damn, how do you even find this dude?
So I was just at Freeze Art Festival
nice.
today. Yeah.
Art's a good one, man, because a lot of it appreciates.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Right.
Any other investments you're pumped about?
I mean, crypto is kind of going crazy
Yes,
again.
sir.
We're having another
That's
bull
my
run.
language.
Yeah. So I just been stacking Bitcoin and Ethereum in preparation for this moment.
Yeah.
And hopefully we hit 100K this run. You know,
smart man, dude. A lot of people make money at your age and they don't keep it.
Well, you know, trust me, I've spent my fair share of money on dumb too, but I think that's something you have to go through to develop good financial habits. Is experience the consequences of bad financial habits. Right. It's like, yo, if you get married to your high school sweetheart and that's the only person that you've ever been with, the likeliness of you cheating or, you know, having this like hole because you feel like you're missing out on something is much higher than if you've, you know, kind of already seen the world, traveled, been with all kinds of people, and like can really pick the woman that you want because you want her and not because you're settling. Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you feel like you've had to grow up kind of fast because of your lifestyle?
Yeah, I had to grow up hella fast.
Yeah.
I mean, I left the house at 17.
Damn.
I've been paying for all my own clothes, entertainment, stuff like that, video games, whatever I wanted since I was 13. Wow. And I had my first hit song when I was 18. So everything has come really fast, and it's been a blessing, but also a challenge, a bit of a challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That first hit song, what was that like?
So my first hit song was Valentino. We put it out in December, I want to say. December 2018? 2019. 2018. And literally nothing happened with it for probably 7 or 8 months. And I'm back home in San Francisco. It's the summer. I just got my wisdom teeth out. I can't do but lay in bed and watch movies, be on my phone. Yep. And like I heard of this app called TikTok a couple weeks before. So I was just checking it out and I was like, I wonder if my songs are on here. So I type my name in and I see Valentino and it has like 10,000, 15,000 videos to it. And I didn't know if that was normal or not. I was just like, oh, cool. Then I go check back like a couple hours later and it's like 17,000. A couple hours later, 25,000. So I'm like, oh, something's happening here. And that song ended up being my first platinum, my first gold, my first platinum, and my first double platinum.
Wow.
Song.
That's fire, dude. All because of TikTok.
And making a good song.
But yeah. That part too.
No, TikTok definitely helped.
Does it count as a play on TikTok? Like on Spotify? Are the plays linked?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So even if you get like millions on TikTok, it doesn't impact your charts?
No, only if it crosses over and people are like, whoa, I actually like this song and I want to listen to it, not just this specific 10 seconds on a separate app, but I want to listen to it in other situations, and then they'll play it on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever.
I feel that. Did you feel a lot of pressure after that one to make another banger?
Yes and no. I knew I didn't want to be a one-hit wonder. Right. I had to have at least two, you know, to feel good about myself. So there was definitely that drive, but honestly it was really encouraging more than anything because it showed me that what I believed to be true with no evidence, no proof whatsoever, the world believed too. And that was that I can make music that enhances people's lives.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And is that why you got XXL Freshman a few years later, that song?
I mean, they probably had something to do with it, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, what was that called? Like, that must have been nuts, right?
Yeah, I literally remember exactly where I was. It was during the pandemic. I rented this Airbnb because I was like, man, I ain't trying to be in... If I'm going to die, let me die in style, you know? Let me die somewhere nice. Yeah. So someone from my label called me and they were like, Goldn, are you like you should sit down. And I'm like, oh no, what happened? Like, and they're like, you got XXL Freshman. And I'm like, whoa, that's something I've always wanted. So that was a beautiful full circle moment.
Yeah, that's like the pinnacle when you're that young to get that, right?
Yeah, like, bro, I used to be in class watching the 2016 XXL Freshman Freestyle Cipher over and over and over again, like telling the kids in my class, like, yeah, that was fire, but like, just give me a couple years, wait till you see what I do. Yeah. And then it actually came true.
You manifested it, man.
I guess so.
That's dope.
Yeah, I guess
Other than your class, who's your favorite XXL class of all time?
Probably 2016, bro. Like, you got 2017 was pretty good too, but 2016 just has such a good hit rate. Yeah. If you look back at everybody from that time, you know, even people that it took a little longer for them to find their footing, I think everyone from that class is doing pretty well.
Which class was that?
2016. So it's Lil Uzi, 21 Savage, Lil Yachty, Denzel Curry, Lil Dicky.
Yeah, I remember that one. That cipher was nasty.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, that got like tens of millions of views.
It's definitely the most iconic one.
Yeah. So are you going in raw on those ciphers, or do you kind of have an idea what you're gonna say?
Well, they played a beat a couple of times, so like you get a couple chances to be good.
Got it.
And then they'll like, you know, which take did you like the best? Oh, you like your first take? All right, cool. We'll run that and splice it with everybody else.
Oh, got it.
But the one that we did, I think everything that we used was like from the first take, because for some reason, despite none of us really knowing each other, we all had a really good chemistry with each other, and everybody got along well. Like me and Fabio was just goofing off. He taught me how to do the New York woo-wop dance or whatever. Like everyone was mad cool.
That's dope. Do you incorporate a lot of dancing in your shows?
Nah, not really.
You just sing?
Yeah, I move. I'm definitely active, but it's hard to sing and dance at the same time, man.
People don't realize that.
But you know what I am gonna start doing is I've been taking guitar lessons these last couple months, so I'm gonna put that into the tour.
That's dope.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Dope. Yeah, I don't know how the hell Chris Brown does it, bro.
Well, Chris Brown is a superhero. He's like an alien. You should not be that good at that many things. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And basketball, like he could do everything.
Bro, basketball, dancing, singing, acrobatics.
Are you interested in coming on the Digital Social Hour podcast as a guest? Well, click the application link below in the description of this video. We are always looking for cool stories, cool entrepreneurs to talk to about business and life. Click the application link below, and here's the episode, guys.
Like, he probably got a 1600 on the SAT too. I don't know, man. That guy's different. He's different.
Damn, when I took was out of 2400.
Oh, well, was it like an extra section or something like that?
It's the last year of it, yeah.
Ooh.
What did you get?
I got a 1460, I think, out of 1600.
You were good.
Yeah, I got a full scholarship to USC.
Bro, so you were book smart and street smart.
Yeah, the only thing I was missing was basketball.
Okay, you couldn't hoop?
Nah.
Any sport or nah?
No, not that good at sports.
Damn, all right. So God was like, all right, I'm going to make him singer and not athletic.
Yeah, you know, it's a pretty good trade. I'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably make more money off. Actually, I don't know. There's hoopers making a lot.
Yeah, I think it's you can be a successful artist and make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and there's way more people that can do that. But hooper, you're either like making like $50 million a year, or you're the washed up at the YMCA, like talking about high school days. Like,
facts.
It's very black and white.
Yeah. Do you have a personal favorite song that just resonates with you the most, even though it's not like the most popular one?
Of my own? Like, it's like an underrated favorite. Probably on some older off my last album, Don't Sleep, is the last song on the project El Dorado. The song's called Don't Sleep, and I just really like my vocal performance with the words that I was saying. Yeah, it was one of those magical moments where what I was saying and how I said it aligned perfectly.
I love that.
Yeah.
What's your creative process for writing something like that? Is it all at once, or do you space it out?
You know, every time it's a little bit different, but generally I really respond to melodies in songs. So I start with the melody, and through that process of, you know, just putting out random melodies, saying gibberish, sometimes I'll say a couple words or a phrase or something that is like a hook for me to latch onto and develop the concept around that.
Nice. That's smart, actually. I never thought of it that way, but I thought of it like you write it on paper and then you sing it or whatever.
Yeah, my handwriting isn't that good, as we discussed before. So no paper writing.
Bro, Lil Wayne doesn't write down anything. That's insane.
Yeah, that's why he's one of the greatest.
Like the memory you have to memorize hundreds of songs is just insane.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever forget your own lyrics?
A couple of times, yeah. And I don't even have hundreds of songs, but it's when you have a deep catalog, you know, I'm about to be 3 projects in now. Yeah. That's a lot of words, man.
For sure,
That's a lot of words.
Damn. You got a favorite spot to perform at?
I just like performing anywhere, bro. Like, it could be a karaoke bar, and I'm going to treat it like it's Coachella. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Damn, that's dope. You ever get nervous before a big crowd?
Rarely.
Really?
Rarely,
Damn,
yeah.
That mindset is impressive.
I mean, you know, I was a class clown in school. I like attention. So to have 20, 40, 50,000 people just there to appreciate what I have to say and what I have to share with the world, that invigorates me more than anything.
You feed off their energy.
Yeah, I feed off the energy, and it allows me to give them more too, and it's just like a snowball effect.
Yeah, that's awesome. You've collabed with some huge names, but is there anyone else that's like your dream collab to write a song with?
Man, there's so many talented people out there that I like to work with. Too many to name, honestly. Yeah.
I feel that. What about Drake?
Drake, yeah, that'll be fine.
That's the go right there.
Yeah.
Did you see the leak?
Next.
Speechless on that one. Did you take a break from music at any point?
Like, never too long. You know, sometimes I get burnt out because I've been in the studio for 4 or 5 days a week for months and months at a time.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important to live, so you actually have like to talk about,
right?
Rather than just like rapping about being a rapper or singing about being a singer, you know?
Yeah.
So I'll take breaks every once in a while, but I'm kind of addicted to making music. Like,
interesting.
Yeah. If I stop for too long, I'll be like fiending to like go back in, you know?
Yeah. Is the driver is money like the #1 driver, or is it more the recognition you say?
If money's your #1 driver in art, your art's probably not going to be that good. And I think that even in my experience, when there was a time where I was really money focused, even though those songs didn't come out, I know that I made them, and I know that they weren't as good as the songs that I was making when I was just focused on having fun and making what I want to hear, you know? So money definitely plays a role into it, but I like the idea that every time I walk into the studio, there is a chance. I don't know what percentage, you know, how big or how small that percentage is, but there's a chance that I make something that changes people's lives.
Wow.
And changes my life.
Dude, for me, it was your song Mood. I'm not going to lie. That just put me in such a good mood. And I used to bump that, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's how I found out about you.
Oh, well, thank you for listening. I'm glad I could do that for you.
I mean, that song just took over the world, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I mean, dude. Did you see that one coming for that song?
No. Honestly, no.
Wow.
I just knew that it was a good song, and I had fun when I was making it, and I liked it.
I like songs that uplift you.
Yeah.
Especially when you're feeling down, you just throw on a song and it just changes your day.
Yeah.
That was one of those songs for me.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely, dude.
Glad to help.
Yeah. All right. So do you want to go back to school, business school ever, or are you kind of over it?
I don't like the idea of homework.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Definitely feel that.
But I would be willing to like do it if there's enough reason to go back to school. Like, I'm like, oh, I really want to get into real estate or whatever, and this is 20 years down the line, and I'm like, I want the knowledge to do that. But I feel like at that point in time, I probably know somebody that's really good at whatever I'm interested in, and I'll just intern them or shadow them or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a lot of people trying to enter your circle, I bet. So how do you kind of vet out those people?
I think it's just a process. It's like you got to get burned to know that fire is hot. So just kind of like being forgiving of myself for making mistakes on the people that I let into my life, and then doubling back and taking inventory of like, okay, who has always been there for me? Who really does care about me as a human beyond the music? And looking for those qualities within new people that may or may not potentially enter my life.
Yeah, it's hard to replace people that have been there from day one.
Yeah, you can't replace people. Every person is unique, you know? So you can find somebody that fills that role, but it's never going to be the same.
Facts. Definitely agree with that. Yeah, there's some people I parted ways with that I looking back now, I regret. Yeah.
But, you know, if the friendship was really true and you really feel that way, I've also seen, like, that it's not impossible to repair either.
Business has ruined a lot of my friendships, actually.
Why? Because you over?
Nah, man. I mean, it's all subjective, right?
Yeah,
so they would probably say that I did that, but it's just like, I think it's mainly expectations.
Yeah, true.
Like I just work so hard. I have high expectations, and sometimes it's misaligned with the other person.
I feel that a lot because a lot of people say like, oh, we were friends and now you're doing well, so that means I should be doing just as well as you by proximity.
Right.
But it's like, no, bro. I put in so much work for this. If you want to be, of course I'm going to help you out because I love you and I care about you and I want to see you win. But you got to match that energy at least.
Right.
And if I give you a responsibility, you got to carry that shit out like it's your own thing because it kind of is.
Yeah.
It kind of is.
Yeah, that must have been a tough moment for you, kind of deciding who to keep and who to let go, right?
Yeah, I don't think it was like that pragmatic of like, all right, here's all my friends. These are the ones that I'm keeping. These are the ones that I'm leaving. But, you know, sometimes people grow apart. Sometimes it's that misalignment of expectations. Sometimes it's ego, you know, sometimes it's jealousy. But it's just taking the blows as they come and like really doing my best to be the most transparent, the most transparent and the best friend that I can be, which being the best friend that you can be to somebody is sometimes telling them things that they don't want to hear. Yeah.
Facts. And sometimes they take that as an insult when it's honesty and it's from the bottom of your heart. You're meaning well, right?
Yeah. But, you know, at the end of the day, if you could sleep with what you did, then, I mean, it's all subjective, you know?
Yeah.
It's all subjective.
Damn, I feel that. But it must be tough because just having that success so quick, your ego, right? Have you had battles trying to keep that under wraps?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You give a 19-year-old 7 figures and a hit song, and I was already good looking and funny, so like my head was already kind of big already.
Yeah.
It definitely I definitely had my moments, you know, to say the least.
And I think that leads to the downfall of a lot of artists.
Yeah, it's not being able to recognize that early on enough and accept it, you know? And I'm just really glad that I did have people around that checked me and like were like, yo, what are you doing? Because I know they're not saying that for no reason. They love and they care about me and they want to see me win.
Right.
So that was like a nice wake-up call.
It's important to have people like that around, I think, because you see it with athletes when they have a bunch of yes men around them and they're fighters or whatever, and then they just get smoked.
Yeah.
You know, it's common in any industry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got to keep it under check, man. And it's tough when you're killing it at an early age. But
yeah, because it's like, how are you going to tell me something and I'm the one that's doing good? But, you know, it's just about making that the person that is telling you something or trying to tell you something is the right person to do that. Yeah.
And your industry is such a roller coaster. It's such high highs, such low lows, and it happens so quick. Because like a hit song now, it doesn't last as long as it did in the past. You know what I
most
mean?
people,
with people's attention span these days. So if you don't have a hit song every couple of years, you're like out of the picture, right?
Not necessarily. You know, when was the last time Frank Ocean had a hit song?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, there's 2 ways you can go as an artist. You can either live by the hit, die by the hit, or you can build your own world. Have a message, have a perspective, have a sound, and keep growing that and growing that and growing that over time. Like Frank Ocean's never had a #1 song.
Wow.
But I don't think anyone here is going to be like, nah, he's not successful or he's cooked. He hasn't dropped an album in like damn near 10 years. Yeah. Damn near 10 years. But people listen to what people can't stop listening to what he has dropped because it's so powerful.
I still bump him in the hot tub.
Exactly.
It's so relaxing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you have favorite artists growing up?
I had a lot, man. I loved Frank. I loved Drake, Future, Young Thug, Bruno Mars, T-Pain, Akon, and Michael Jackson.
Damn, that's a wide range.
Yeah. My mom is like a music fanatic.
Oh, that's dope. So you got it from her.
Yeah. She would go to the public library and take out, I think the maximum CDs they would let you take out at a time was like 20 or something like that.
CDs. Oh, we talking old
school. Talking about, yeah, early 2000s, CDs. She would take them and then she would rip them like all to her computer, to her iTunes library.
She would pirate them?
Yeah, she would jack this shit, put it in her library, return them, and the next week take out 25 more.
Damn.
So I had so much access to music pre-internet, you know?
Yeah.
Not that the internet didn't exist. I was just like too young to use it. But I had such a wide breadth of like music to listen to.
That's super cool. Was she an artist also?
No, she wanted to be a singer, but her parents, her dad specifically was like, no, you got to do something practical. You got to go to college and get a degree in teaching. So she did. She minored in music, but she also was like in choir, like you and I.
Yep.
And she like traveled the world, you know, with her choir program, singing in different places. And she never really like pushed that onto me, but her love of music was so inspiring, I think, that it just kind of like bled into mine.
Wow, that's cool. So she broke the cycle for you to just crush it, right?
Yeah.
That's so cool. She's probably so proud of you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, it's been fun. Anything you want to promote or close off with?
Nah, man, just if you like what I had to say, listen to the music, because I'm saying basically the same, but it just sounds more pleasing to the ears. So hopefully my EP, Growing Pains, is out now by the time you're watching this.
Love it. Check it out. We'll link it below, guys. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, my pleasure, man.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow.